Hi guys, we're gonna talk about the Delta theme. It comes with Omega theme. Omega is one of the most used themes for Drupal, and I use it. I love it, and I use it for most of my websites. I'm gonna talk about Omega in another video, but here today we're gonna talk about Delta. And just to let you know, guys, if you need any Drupal websites, let us know, and we can certainly make a new website for you. So just a small plug, I'm sorry. So just type Delta and open up. What is Delta? You can read about it. It has like documentations, but I'm gonna just show you how I use it, and it's really easy. You can just install. There's like a version 3. I use the version 3, yes, and just copy this link, copy link address, and go under modules. You have to install it under modules. In Drupal 7 you can easily install modules, but just paste it the links and it's going to install it in the on the fly. Install new module, and then you just delta. Yeah, here you have delta module. You just enable everything, delta UI and delta API. I didn't enable delta color or delta blocks, but you can do that, but because I didn't need it. So here it goes. Then when you enable this, you get delta here under appearance. You just click on it, and here I have delta is like a snapshot, you know, of your Omega sub theme. Here, let me go under appearance. Here I already created Omega sub theme before, and it's enabled, and the Delta theme is gonna create a snapshot of my Omega theme. It's not gonna create a new subfolder under the theme files on your FTP on your server. It's just gonna change some settings on the fly. So for each sub theme you get like an additional folder for your new theme, but with Delta you don't get this, so don't bother looking for the files under theme folder. And here it's enabled. You don't need to create a sub theme of your sub theme already. You just go under appearance and Delta. Delta works exclusively with Omega theme, so you need to use Omega theme, otherwise it's not gonna work. So I just created add new, and we're just gonna check it out what I did. You can configure it here. You have the same grid settings like before. I wanted to enable, like, I use Delta for all my content that's displayed in overlay. For example, like this is, for example, overlay. Admin sections, admin menus are in overlay. For example, you don't see the header, you don't see the footer, you just see the center content. So this is how I did it. Grid settings, I left everything same, and then zone under here. You can see I disable everything: sidebars, main, footer region, user region, menu region, postscript, header zone. You just disable it by going under configuration for each zone and just create here. It used to be in the header, but I switched to none, so it's not gonna appear. So you just switch all the regions that you don't want for the new content where you're gonna use Delta, and you're gonna switch Delta with context. You can check the context module in another videos that I made before. And debugging, there's nothing here. Is important also. You can switch, enable logo, set name. I disable all of those. main menus you can disable this, but I switch the regions off, so it doesn't matter if I switch it on or off here. And toggle styles, this is really cool. And for example, global style, global CSS that you can find under, wait, let me pause and let me show you. This is on my local host, so I have it under sites, all themes, and then this is main theme and this is my sub theme. So I always work with my inside my sub theme. I don't touch Omega main folder. So go under here and CSS, and here you have different CSS, and I use global for doing all the changes, global CSS. That's it, and I create overrides, a new CSS file. I can open it if you want, and this file is gonna be used only by Delta theme. So here it how it looks. Okay, here is Dreamweaver, and I have, all I did is set up is the zone content doesn't have any background, and the body doesn't have background too. So this is override CSS. So I'm only displaying the center content and set the background to none, because I don't want to show my main background and my body and content zone backgrounds for this content that I'm gonna use with Delta theme. And this is it. Let's go out, and under, I set it up under Omega theme templates. No, here I use the notepad. Oh my god. Here is how you add it. Here, option, under optional style sheet, you add, this is already global. This is like the main custom CSS that you already editing. And here you add, you just copy those 3 lines and paste it here and just replace with overrides.css, and you set the weight to 0. It must be more important that your global, but it's not important. I'm gonna show you. You just add this into the Omega Reno dot in your info file. Just add those 3 lines, and then okay, and then you go here and you just disable global for Delta, disable global and enable overrides, and you're gonna automatically disable for the Delta all the global stuff, global CSS, and enable all the overrides CSS file that you created just for Delta theme. It's perfect. And same you do under appearance. This is for Delta, and settings for my sub theme Omega Reno. Under styles, as you can see, I disabled overrides here and enabled my global. So when you switch to Delta, override is enabled and global is disabled. It works piece of cake. And then you go under context, structures context, overlay forms. For example, I create this context condition. You have condition if the node type is special type of the node that you want to use Delta. You set it here, and also you can set it the path, and then you get the reaction, change at Delta for the reaction, and enable your theme here and press save. It's so easy, and every time you're gonna see that content, it's gonna switch the theme. It's perfect, easy. That's it, people. So if you want Drupal websites, contact us. We want to create a special websites for you. See you later. Thank you.